Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Rafegal. And this is Demon's Crest. Demon's Crest is a game that I feel like a lot of people don't know about. It's a series a lot of people don't know about. It's originally a spin-off from Ghosts and Goblins, where you actually play as one of the monsters. You're the Red Devil from Ghosts and Goblins. It's a Capcom title. I swear I didn't know that was going to pop up right there. Let's do a quick check here. Okay. Just checking if there's like a life count or a difficulty. So yeah, this is a really cool game. It's one that I've always enjoyed since I discovered it. It is kind of a Metroidvania platformer. I feel like it's kind of unique among that genre, though. It feels very platformer-ish. And the biggest thing to me is it's a game where you start off awesome. You start off with the ability to fly. You start off, you're a gargoyle who can fly and shoot fire and smash statues, and yeah, you're awesome right from the start, and it's really cool. But it's still a Metroidvania. You still unlock all these different modes and all this different power, which is neat. Most Metroidvanias, you start off feeling like you can barely move, and if you go back to the early parts of the game, you maintain that. Oh, and wall climbing right off the bat. These are mostly, flight, wall climbing, projectiles. These are all things that most Metroidvanias are like endgame. You can fly through half of the early levels, and that's fine, because you're gonna miss a bunch of stuff. And that's where I think that this game really kind of stands out among this genre, is the fact that it's not about, in a lot of Metroidvanias, it's about unlocking powers so that you can, reach drastic new areas and stuff. This one's not. It's about unlocking new powers to do what you were already doing to an extent. It's about being able to explore nooks and crannies that you weren't able to before. And Yeah. It's neat. I like the idea of it. And it's nice to have a game where you're not playing as, you know... It's kind of an early anti-hero trope. So landing on these will knock them over. It's kind of neat because you can either go on the side of them or on top of them. It's also neat because I feel like you actually get something out of the game as it goes. Like, every step along the way you feel like you're getting something out of it. You know, beating that first boss gets you a health upgrade. It's like you've been playing the game for a minute and a half and you get a health upgrade. Come on. So there's some blocks over here. We'll be back there later. That's, again, the idea of, you know, it's not some big dramatic thing you get access to. It's that knocking those blocks over at our first encounter with General Arma. So control-wise, the game handles really well. You push jump, you've got your basic jump, kind of a... you push jump again to hover, shoot a fireball. You could have one fireball on the screen at a time, so you're very much rewarded for playing riskier, I guess. Basically, if you're up close and personal with the enemies, you can get multiple fireballs off because as soon as you hit them once, it goes off the screen. As we go, we're gonna unlock, you know, potions, which we've already seen the flask for. Different gargoyle types and different types of shots. So Arma is going to run away, and he's going to drop the ground gargoyle, Crest of Earth. And this is where the game gets. So it goes from a pretty standard platformer to a full Mode 7 overhead world map. don't believe it has lives either, which is kind of nice for this style of game. You know, if it's a game that encourages exploration and stuff, it's nice to have that flexibility. Oh, I'm taking damage from being underwater. Okay. So in ground gargoyle form, you lose flight, but you get this dash that lets you knock over these statues. Which lets you uncover new areas. Okay, so it looks like that's not unlockable yet. Let's see how far back that rolls. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is one of these sections. Okay. You may have noticed that that particular enemy took more hits to take out that guy. Ground gargoyle hits harder because its attack is less flexible. There's also, I believe, certain elemental weaknesses associated with it. Right now, fire lights the torches, ground for taking out enemies on the ground specifically. Later we're gonna get air gargoyle, or the air mode, which is lets you actually fly instead of just glide. start all the way back at the beginning of this room. Okay. Not sure how familiar people are with early Capcom games, but they're not known for being easy necessarily. There we go. I am very stuck here. I have no idea what just happened there. I thought you could ride on that. I am apparently very wrong. This is super laggy. I'll also say this is another great example. This game in general is a great example of the many ways that Mode 7 gets used on Super Nintendo. Okay. 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 Did pretty well, all things considered. Need to focus a little more on defense early on, and be a little more flexible with my movement. I think the flexibility of being able to shoot down with this guy helps a lot. There we go. I'm not sure what this potion actually does. Okay. Well, my brief fear of this playthrough being too short is very much over. So I think I'm going to switch to the standard gargoyle after I finish, or after the big eye comes out. Oh, you can shoot diagonally too. Nice. There we go. So yeah, as you go, it becomes this kind of neat mix and match. Buster. Okay. So yeah, you get, or we can see the world map, different angles, etc. I'm actually going to go ahead and wrap up the first video here. Hopefully you're enjoying this. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I like the fact that I'm hoping I get to share this with some new people, maybe get them to try it, and I'm hoping maybe it'll introduce a few more people to Demon's Crest, or have people realize they're not the only ones who like it. So, yeah. I'll see you next time.